Good morning, everyone. Today, I am very much happy to be here. I am Dr. Ujjwal Sharma from Department of Computer Application, Assam Don Bosco University, and I am also the President of Institution Innovation Council, Assam Don Bosco University. Today, we are very much happy to have Mr. Arjun Chetri, Assistant Director IT from Northeastern Police Academy with us. He is going to share some of the valuable things regarding the cyber safety with us today. Now, I am giving the control to Mr. Arjun Chetri so that he can continue with his speech. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. So let me share my presentation. Okay, please bear with me for a few minutes. Okay, I'm sharing the presentation. Okay, can you all hear see my presentation?
Yeah,
Yes, we can see.
Yeah, my face is coming. The speaker face is coming.
yeah,
Yes, yeah.
correct.
Okay, so today I'm going to speak about the mobile app permissions. Okay, on mobile app, there are many things to consider when you think of mobile privacy. Basically, we are very lenient on mobile, thinking that mobile is not having a virus or a malware compared to computer. We are very concerned on computer, but not concerned on mobile. So, if we think from the mobile privacy point of view, it is more dangerous to us as it we are carrying wherever we go. So whether we are sleeping or whether we are walking or whether we are in office or at home, mobile is always with us. And in a real scenario, we should be more cautious. We should be more uh, thoughtful on this mobile permission or privacy. But the real scenario is something different. We are more concerned on computers security. We install and we do all the possible security measures on computer, but we don't do on uh, app or mobile platforms. So today's session, I am going to discuss permission part. Basically, my uh, biodata is as in this screen. Okay, my qualification is MCA and pursuing my PhD. Uh, let's go to the next. So mobile platform, the major platform which is which is available in the internet at present or which we are using is Android, iOS, BlackBerry, and Windows Phone. Windows Phone basically security and all similar to Windows. uh, iOS is like one of the secured platform, we presume, but definitely there are so many settings that user have to make to achieve those secure privacy. BlackBerry is one of the very secured platform because of encryption available at the file system level. And then the Android platform is not secure. It is more of user friendly. It is more of testing sort of platform. Anybody and everybody can use this platform. It's cheap. It is available on a cheaper phone also. So it is more vulnerable to the crowd because there are many applications which are available for free. So the first preference of user is that platform. So when the maximum crowd are there, there is a risk factor also. So because of that, we need more concern. So if you think of settings, then there are some of the settings that we should be very uh, like concern, like first of all the permission of the app, the screen lock, user login permissions, and all this. Then there are many others. We'll discuss in uh, discuss the complete session on Tuesday. I hope all of you will join on our session on that day. Thank you. Let me go back to the organizer. Thank you. Any question?
Okay, I want to raise one question. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, like, if we see that today's generation, there are many people who are using apps like TikTok, social networking apps like TikTok and all. So, is there any vulnerability of such apps? Like, there be some problems when some people are sharing their videos, photographs through these apps. These are going to the all over the social media when they're sharing videos in such through such apps. So is there any such kind of vulnerability that students or like today's generation should be aware of before using such kind of apps? Thank you.
Okay, regarding the TikTok, let me not comment specific to one application. Okay, definitely it's a social networking application, and social networking is different from communication. We have to be very clear. Communication is one to one or one to many, but not one to entire universe. Okay, so it is communication is something like we fix the target or the destination, so we can share on those. But social networking is something like which is very unique. Say I'm friend with you, so I shared the video with you, and when you click, the video is available to all your friend, irrespective whether they are my friend or not. And if one of your friends share, then that video is available to all his friends. So it is a social networking means exponential growth of a crowd on that video. So the user who is preparing that type of videos should be very caution whether he want to really showcase his talent or the things to the people, whether they are known to them or not. Basically, in the with general people, they are not aware what is going to happen. Actually, they are sharing the things and they don't know what problem they are inviting actually by sharing those things. So somewhere the awareness is lacking, and I feel awareness is required. But as far as TikTok and the privacy is concerned, definitely that is having a minimum privacy and all are maintained. Otherwise, there could have been many cases against TikTok by now. But I don't recommend using such tools for general purpose. But if you are using for only for your entertainment and funny videos, then I don't think there is an issue. Once again, we'll discuss in detail in our session during our session on Tuesday. There are many there are many tools to test what are the leakage point. Okay. Thank you, Anku.
Thank you.
Any other question?
Hello, sir. Yes, I want to ask one question. Hello, audible? Hello.
Yeah, audible. Please say, Mustafa.
Yes. Yes, sir. I want to ask about these apps. So, are having they are using those apps to is there any things we should look for to select those apps?
Okay, I think Mustafa, I am not able to hear you properly. If you can type the message on a chat box, okay, the question. Okay. In the meantime, anyone else having a question?
Okay, so these are all very much important information that you are sharing. But like suppose we used to sometime whenever we are trying to unlock our mobile, we can set our fingerprint as the one of the options. So is that secure?
Yeah, very good question, sir. I think that is important. See, first of all, let me tell you the fingerprint scanner is very secure and comfortable. It's user friendly. Okay. Let me go out of cyber. If we have more glass on our wall, if our house is designed in such a way that everywhere there is a glass, transparent glass, it is more comfortable to stay in that house, and we feel very lively because sunlight is coming from everywhere. Our house is not having damp. Okay, the problems are less. But when you give that type of house, when you build that type of house, there are more vulnerability because anybody can break that glass and enter your house. Similarly, on the phone, if we feel more facilities of handling the handset with a fingerprint, it is more handy. Just simply you touch and your phone is on. But if you have a password, then you have to type your password. It is more troublesome. So more facility means more flaws. We don't recommend people using fingerprint, because if we use fingerprint, there is some data of your privacy. Private data are saved on the phone. Okay, your fingerprint is on the phone. At present, there is no problem, but in future we may have problem of fingerprint copying and designing a fingerprint from those apps. So it's we as a cyber safety point, we suggest don't use fingerprint. Use a password. In that case, even if somebody is trying to force you to open the phone, they can't open. But if your fingerprint is there, they can make you senseless and open your phone. So there are many points, but as a security, we prefer the password is still the better.
Yeah, thank you for the answer. Thank you.
Okay, I'll end my session here. If Mustafa has given the question, let me answer his question by now. His question was, what are the safety measures we should look for using while using payment apps? Very, very good question. Okay, because this is a more concern in India, right? We are thinking that our privacy means our money should be safe. That is a trend in a general public. If money is safe, that means privacy is okay. So here, if we think of payment app safety, first of all, if you are having a app like UPI, then you should be very concerned which are the app that reading your SMS. Because in case of UPI, your PIN and your OTP is the only security. And there are in Google Play Store, there is a Google Protect. Google Play Protect is there. If you can enable that, then some sort of security is already done. Okay. And if you have antivirus, then better you installed it. And last point on payment app security, I can say the app are very secure. Whichever app are there, if the app are genuine and the app are which are well-known app like Google Pay, or Phone Pay, these apps are secure. Okay, Paytm, these are secure. But the app which are hosted together in the Google Play or in your phone, take an example, you are using Truecaller, you are using Uber, or you are using some unknown the new app with different names which are available in Play Store. You are using a game and all, and you are permitting them to read OTP, you are permitting them to read your network, you are permitting them to read all the things which are available in your phone. In that case, it is not very, very secure. Okay, so you should be concerned what all you have to install in your phone if you are using online banking or a payment app in that phone. So you should be bit cautious. So that is the security measures. Definitely, as I said, awareness on the scenario is important. I hope, Mustafa, is it okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. So I will end my session here. Thank you, Ujjwal sir. Thank you, Don Bosco, and I request all of you to join on Tuesday. Okay, so we'll have a detailed discussion. I'll showcase some of the app screenshot and we'll discuss in detail on Tuesday's session. Thank you.
Thank you very much.